I'm going to show you how to operate reports. The reason that we play this silly game with QuickBooks is because we need to get reports out. It's all about the reporting. So this is important. So we'll go to Reports, Standard Reports, Customs Report tab, and Management Reports. We're going to talk about Standard and then Custom after we create one. You can see that QuickBooks provides you with a series of standard reports that you can use as templates. So the trick would be to find a report that fits your needs or is close to fitting your needs and then modify it. We'll be doing that in just a second. One of the other things that you can do is search. I'm just going to type the word account here, and it'll pop up any of the reports below that have the word account in it, because that's what I typed in. So it makes it easy to find, or you can simply page through to see what's down there. I'm going to take the profit and loss statement, and I'm going to modify it. Profit and loss for a nonprofit is usually called statement of financial activity. So I just moved up, and the first thing I want to take a look at is, am I getting the right dates? So I have a series of choices. You can play with these to figure out which one works best for you. I can get year-to-date last month is one of my favorites because we're always working a month behind. You can also put in custom activity as well. That's not so good because it's not dynamic. If you select something over here, it'll always give you whatever yesterday was, for example. Here I can change whether I want my columns to be just totals, or I want it by month, or by day, by my customers, and so forth. Whether or not I want to have all activity, or all accounts rather, or I just want the active ones. Usually I just want the active ones. And here I can put another period. So for example, I can put year to date next to my statement or my report, and I click Run Report. You have to refresh the report, and you can see that it puts data here and here, so it shows you two columns. Obviously, we don't have much activity in May of 2019. So having said that, now we need to further customize this report. So I'm going to customize it here. Again, I can make my changes here if I wish. Some things that are very important is changing the header and footer. Up here you may want to change this to be more specific because there's a good chance you're going to share this report with someone. You may want to filter, so you can filter on customer, vendor, account, and other items. So once again, you decide what it is you want to see and what you want to narrow it down for. Perhaps you only want to restrict it to see one program or one fundraiser, for example. I'm going to keep this as it is. And now I'm going to save my customization. So I can give it a name, Profit and Loss Test for Us. No particular magic there. There aren't any groups here, so I'm going to add a new group. I always like to put a number in front of it. And we'll say email at end of month to ED, Executive Director. And I will add that. It assigns it to that group. That'll come in handy in a second. And here, this is important, share with everyone or nobody. They put this in here because if you run reports, create reports just for yourself, you are not going to want to share them with the entire world because it simply clutters up their view. So you only want to keep it with yourself, so you're not sharing with anyone. In this case, we want to share it with everybody. No particular reason for that, just because it's part of my demo. Save. Okay, so it's saying there's no active users here. Customize. So I can't share with all because there isn't anybody here. I would consider that to be a glitch, but that's okay. This is just a test system. So it saved it. Good. Now I'm going back to my profit and loss list. and I'm going up to Custom Reports, and here's my report, and here's the group that I created. Now, because I've got this in a group, anything that I do to the group happens to every report. So I only have one report, but I could have 30 here. And again, this says email at end of month. So we're going to go to Edit. I'm going to turn on my email schedule. I'm going to say every month, every 1 month, on the 11th day of the month. I could also do it by work day. Never end. I don't like to use ends because you forget that they're there, and then somebody calls you 2 months later and says, why didn't I get that report? On the other hand, if they're getting a report they don't need, they will call you almost immediately. That's my view. Here you type in the email. And this would probably be the executive director. Here you can change this, here you can change this. I'm going to attach the report as an Excel file as it goes out, and save and close. Well, now it's scheduled to go out every month. This is very helpful because now the reports go out automatically for you. Okay, thank you very much, and that was it.